Hello everyone, welcome once again. So today we are going to talk about parallel execution in Playwright, a very important feature for any test automation framework because it helps reducing the execution time drastically. During the initial phase of developing test automation script, we generally run our test cases in serial mode, but over the period of time when the suite is stabilized, we prefer running our test cases in the parallel mode. So now let us understand what is parallel testing. Parallel testing is demand of industry. Everyone want to reduce the execution time. So that's why this is must have feature. And how to achieve it? For that purpose, we run independent test cases in parallel to speed up the execution and to reduce the execution time. Talking about understanding of serial versus parallel execution, why this particular diagram? So if we run our test cases in sequential mode, test cases will take more time to execute, and as a result, the execution time will increase. What if we'll try to run them parallelly? We will be able to reduce the execution time drastically. Now talking about parallelism at test file level, which is the default behavior of Playwright. So by default, test files are run in parallel with the help of worker processes. We'll soon talk about worker processes. Test files is a place where we write the test cases in Playwright. So by default, when we run test cases in Playwright, what happens is it assign individual workers to the individual files and run them parallelly. And what happens to the test cases within that particular file? Test cases within that particular file run in the sequential order. So let us try to understand the same, right? So now let us jump on to practical demonstration. So this is the sample test automation framework that we are talking about since starting. At the core of this particular framework, we have Playwright.config.ts where we have configurations. This is global configuration where we have test directory. We are pointing to this particular directory and saying that Playwright will look for test cases under this particular directory. We'll soon talk about this and test cases under it. Fully parallel equal to false. We'll talk about soon after this particular discussion, right? Fully parallel, we kept it as false, right? Retries, let us not talk about this. Workers, this is the main thing, right, which decides whether we want to run test cases in parallel mode or serial mode. If we will make it as one, then test cases will run in serial mode. If we are keeping it as undefined, now depending on the CPU core, you will get those many workers, and on top of it, the number of test cases we are running, right? So in my system, I have checked my CPU core. This is 4, right? So you also can use this particular command. I'll be sharing this particular command in the description section. You can check it out, right? So in my case, maximum workers can be 4 to achieve the efficiency, right? So that's why I'm keeping it as undefined. When we are keeping it as undefined, then the control goes to CPU core, meaning it automatically being taken care by the CPU core, right? And on top of it, it depends how many test cases we are running in parallel, right? But maximum 4 workers can be allocated, right? So this is how it works. Okay, this is reporter HTML JUnit, different reporters that we have configured. Headless, we have kept it as false because we want to see the execution. And this is the project where we want to run the test cases against. So we want to run test cases against Chromium browser, and that too against the real Chrome browser. That's why we are providing channel as Chrome. Now let us understand the test cases. So under test directory, we have 2 directories, that is checkboxes and hooks, and we have respective test files as well. Checkboxes.spec.ts and hooks.spec.ts. This checkboxes.spec.ts contains 2 test cases related to sample internet UI application. So let us understand the same. So what we are doing is we are launching internet UI application. We are clicking on checkboxes link, and then after we are locating the first checkbox, performing a check operation and verifying whether this is checked or not. And in the second test case, we are again launching the application. We are locating checkboxes link, performing a click operation to navigate to that particular page, locating the second checkbox, performing uncheck operation and verifying whether this is unchecked or not. Let me show you from this particular website, right? So this is what we are doing. We are launching the application. We are clicking on checkboxes, and in one test case, we are checking this and verifying whether this is checked or not, and in the second test case we are unchecking this and verifying whether this is unchecked or not, right? So this is about these two test cases, and I have added this particular line which is to print which worker is used. We'll soon understand the purpose of it, right? Now talking about hooks. Under hooks we have two more test cases, but this time related to OR and HRM, right? So if you notice, what we are doing is we are launching this particular application, we are entering username, password, performing a login operation, and then we are clicking on PIM button. There is a PIM button, and after that what we are doing is we are clicking on profile, logging out, again this worker line, right? Similarly, the second test case is about launching the application again, entering username, password, performing a click operation on login button, and then after clicking on admin this time, again clicking on profile and logging out, right? Let us understand from this particular website, right? So this is the website. We are launching the application, we are entering username, password, clicking on login, and in one test case we are clicking on PIM, and in another test case we are clicking on admin, and at the last we are clicking on profile and logging out, right? So this is what we have done, right? Now we want to run these test cases, right, in parallel, right? And as we just discussed, by default Playwright runs test files in parallel, right? And as we have configured this workers as undefined, now it depends on the CPU core, and in my system the CPU core is 4, but the test files are 2. So there would be 2 workers which would be assigned, one to this particular file and second to this particular file. We'll soon understand that only 2 workers are used, but before that let us understand what are workers. So I'm navigating to this particular slide. So worker process is independent OS process which is orchestrated by the test runner, because we have defined worker as undefined. Now Playwright test runner will come into picture, and it will assign the number of workers depending on CPU core and number of test cases we are running. So in our case we have 2 test files, so that's why 2 workers would be assigned. Each worker has identical environment. It launches its own browser, and which ensures isolation. And during parallel testing, this is very much important, right? There is no inter worker communication, meaning they are safe, meaning there is no communication, and as a result we are able to maintain isolation. And Playwright test reuses a worker as much as possible to speed up the execution. I'll show you this particular part, right? And if a test case fails, then worker is killed and it recreate another worker, so that we will have a pristine or clean environment, right? So now let us understand the same, right? So as we discussed that I have 4 workers, 4 cores in my system. So maximum 4 workers can be assigned, meaning 4 worker processes can be created, right? So if I want to run my test cases, right? So what I'll do is I'll right click on the project, click on open in integrated terminal. And here I'm going to write command npx playwright and test. It will run all the test cases, right? But as we have kept fully parallel as false, so only the files will run in parallel, right? Which is the default behavior, right? npx playwright test. So you will see running 4 test cases using 2 workers, right? So only 2 workers are assigned, and one is assigned to one file and another is assigned to another file, right? So let them execute, and then I'll show you that one file took one worker and second file took second worker. So we can see the execution as well. So if you will notice this particular thing, right? Running validating checkboxes, right? This is test case related to checkboxes file, right? So this is using 0th index, and the second test case also using the 0th index, meaning one worker was assigned to checkboxes file and another worker was assigned to hooks file, because if you take a look at the hooks test cases, it is using only one worker, right? So it confirms that Playwright tries to reuse the worker as much as possible, and also we confirmed that files run in parallel by default, and internally they follow the sequential order, right? So these files are running in parallel because 2 workers are assigned, which indicates that one worker is assigned to checkboxes.spec.ts and another worker was assigned to hooks.spec.ts, and test cases within this files are running in sequential order, right? So this is how we can do parallel testing across the files, but this is not the demand. The actual demand is running the test cases in parallel, right? So that is what we are going to now talk about. So in order to run test cases in parallel, we have to configure fully parallel option. We can either configure at global configuration level or we can define at the project level, right? So I'll soon show you, right? And if, for example, we are running test cases in sequential mode, but a particular file have independent test cases and we want to run test cases of its file in parallel mode, at that point of time, we can use this particular command at the test file level, and test cases of that particular file will run in parallel, right? So we'll discuss about both of these cases, right? So first of all, talking about configuring fully parallel, right? So you can see that fully parallel is false. One way is we can keep it as true, right? This is one place where we can make changes. Another place is if I go to project section, right? Here in the project section, we may be having Chromium browser, Firefox browser, Edge browser, right? Different browsers we will be having, right? So at that point of time, suppose for Chromium, parallel execution is working fine. For Firefox, it is not working fine. So what we can do is we can define fully parallel true here, right? But make sure at that point of time, this should be false, right? So now what will happen is only Chromium test cases, meaning the test cases when we'll run in Chrome will run in parallel, right? So these are two places where we can configure it, right? So let us talk about the global one. Okay. Okay, so these are global configuration. So when we are keeping fully parallel equal to true, and now let us see the behavior. So I'm going to re-execute the test cases again, right? And this time we will see that 4 workers are assigned. So running 4 test cases using 4 workers, and we will see that all test cases will take their own workers, right? So let it execute and let us see the behavior. So you see test cases are executed, right? One test case is taking one worker. So report is appearing. So let me show you later, right? So first test case is taking one worker, then this is 0th, then this is second and third, meaning all test cases run in parallel and that too smoothly, right? So this is how we can run test cases in parallel, right? We can take a look at the report as well. So this is the report, right? If you want to take a look. So these are the reports that we can take a look. Okay. So this is how we can achieve parallel testing, right? Now talking about what if we want to run test cases in serial mode, right? So what we'll do is we'll simply make this worker as 1. Okay. And now let me run the test cases. So you will see running 4 test cases using 1 worker. So now this 1 worker would be used again and again, but every time it will create a new browser and a isolated browser, and as a result they won't share the sessions and would be able to execute the test cases independently. So you see only one worker is used, that is worker with greth index, right? So this is how it works. So Playwright try using the same worker again and again, but in this case this is sequential execution. But again I want to show you that for every test case it doesn't create the worker again and again, it tries reusing it, right? So this is how it works. Now talking about the last part, that is suppose we have like disabled the parallel execution at global level, but there is a file where we want to achieve parallel execution, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to define first of all worker as undefined, but going to make this fully parallel execution as false, right? And now let us say we want to run test cases of this particular file in the parallel mode, right? So test.describe.configure and mode as parallel. Mode as serial is used when we have dependent test cases, but that is not a recommended approach. In case you want me to cover, I can cover it, right? So now let us try to run test cases of this particular file, right? npx playwright test and checkboxes dot spec.ts, right? And let us see whether these are running in parallel. So you see running two test cases using two workers. So you see one test case took one worker, first index 7, and second test case took 0th index, meaning even if we have disabled parallel execution at global level, still we can enable it at the test file level. So this is how we can achieve parallel execution at test file level or test level. And this is what I wanted to cover, guys, as part of the discussion. Thank you for watching. I would request you to please like, share and subscribe. Thank you once again.